Hey, good afternoon, everybody. You're welcome to the channel. This is Pro Storyline, and my name is Progress. I'm a YouTuber from Nigeria. If you're just tuning in, welcome, and please, if it's your first time, make sure you subscribe to the channel and as well like this live so that it can, YouTube can push the live to others so that they can join us, because today I really want to discuss something very, very important. I know I've said, I've discussed this very topic before, but I paying attention, the government is even not paying attention to what is happening in the land. It seems like women in Nigeria are like endangered species. Too many too many killings, too many acts of violence towards the female gender in the country, and it's something that needs to be talked about. It's something that is very important to be talked about. It's something that has to be looked into, and probably, I don't know, I don't know, maybe the appropriate authorities step in to help the situation because it's getting out of hand. Okay, it's getting out of hand. Anyway, I stumbled upon a video, lady, 29 years old. It's actually in Bosman. She's married more. I guess she's from there as well. And what I saw and the news I read is or was or still very, 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 it's very heartbreaking for me. Like, how do you do that? News had it that she I don't know what she sells, but her husband is into all these drugs selling, all these colos. People that are from Nigeria should know what I mean. Colos, weed, and the rest. So I don't know what she sells. Somebody had money to her. Her customer transferred money to her to like a payment, and I don't know why she would use her husband's call it account number or account. So she used her husband's account. In the course of it, the husband seeing this money made use of the money, and now she came and then asked the husband that a customer of hers paid money into the account, his account. Please, can he give her the money? Probably the husband refused to, and she kept asking. At some point, how it is, probably she must have said something she shouldn't have said to the husband. The husband got infuriated and then started descending on this lady, beat her black and blue. The husband beat the lady black and blue, and at the end of the day killed her just like that, because of how much is it, 31,000 naira. And this is one of too many incidents, one of too many incidents. Like, I don't know what is happening. It is like being born a female in Nigeria is just like a curse, because people either see you as, you're worthy of anything, like you're not, anything can be done to you and nothing will happen. Ladies now cannot just go on a date and be free. Ladies cannot go on a date. Like, for instance, let me use there's an incident some last year of a lady. She went on a dating app trying to probably find love. Once you do that, they think you're a hookup girl. There's a narrative about you. You're like a slut. You're cheap. That's why you come on dating app. Nobody cares to find out if actually genuinely you want love. But once you hop on a dating app in Nigeria as a lady, everybody sees you as slut, somebody that is, you're just there to look for men that will, you exchange your body for for, call it, money. You know, the whole thing is just, it's making me angry, and it's making me angry. It's making me angry because it's like, because you're a woman. Sometimes I do have interaction with men like, you're a woman. It doesn't. So I want to talk about gender-based violence, guys. Gender-based violence. Gender is too much in Nigeria. Government, everybody has to do something about it. The violence towards women are too much. The violence or acts of violence towards women, young girls, are too much in Nigeria. Something has to be done. Charlene says, "You pretty. Thank you. The you Picamo." So we need to talk about gender-based violence. So first of all, I want to talk. I want to like explain what it is, gender-based violence. You know, most times when people hear about gender-based violence, they always think, oh, it's something that is particular to, like, a violence that is towards a particular gender. That's what I used to think before, and that was the female gender. No, it goes two ways. Like, could be directed to the female, could be directed to a male, like violently by their women. Equally seen women being targeted violently by their men. So what is gender-based violence? Gender-based violence simply is an act of violence that is directed at a particular gender. The person, like, let me say, the person that is directing this act of violence towards the person, the person has this superior kind of position to the other person. Let me tell you the kind of forms it comes. For instance, maybe in a relationship of a male and a female, guys. I only Thank you so much. Thank you. Ropa Jemen says, "What do you think or suggest what to do?" Because I will back and I didn't know it was. It is that. It is very bad. Like my heart bleeds every single day. Like I am talking, I believe. You see people coming online, it's the girlfriend, the husband. How do you even, like, beat someone you claim, or once upon a time you claim you love, to the point that he die or she dies? How do you do that? Like, how do you, like, the mother of your children, you beat her and then she dies? How do you do it? Sometimes you beat her, eyes are like this, closed, with blood all over. How do you do it? It's something that is very, but I don't know. Let me just try to like explain for people that are just viewing, so that they have an idea of what it's. um Gender-based violence, okay, like I said, it's kind of violence that is targeted at a particular gender. Getting this towards the person is a little bit kind of superior, has a superior, is more authoritative than the other. Like the other one is weak, this one is superior. So that's an act of it comes in different, it's an abuse. All right, gender-based violence and abuse. It's an abuse. It comes in different forms. One of it is sexual abuse. You know, like people that are in relationship, your woman says she doesn't want, and then you fall that, that's an abuse. That's an abuse. Some people don't know. Like where I'm from, they don't care. For instance, maybe I've heard married men, colleagues that I work with. You know, once you say, maybe you bring a topic bordering on this, and I asked them, what do you think about, probably you went to your house and then you are in the mood to do the do. You should understand me, guys. I don't have to explain everything. You are in the mood to do the do, and your wife is not in the mood to do the do. Probably she has been working very tired, she's very tired because of what she's been doing all through the day. And then you make a move, and then she's like she's not in the mood. Please just hold on, maybe probably just give her time. most of the response I get from men, most of the response I get from men that are my friends, are very disgusting. You hear somebody say, "For what? Didn't I marry her? She's my wife now. She's my property. She must do as I say." It's crazy. Charles says, "What are you talking about?" Okay, Charles, I'm talking. Oh, Jesus Christ! What an insult, Charles! You're telling me, are you an adult to talk about this, child? Do I look like a child to you? Please. So they be like, "Oh, she's my wife. I married her. Something. Whenever I want it, she must give it to me." None of them. Yeah, I don't look at, maybe on the phone. I don't think I look young though. I look young, but I'm over 30, guys. I'm over 30. So I'll just tell you that, but whether you like it or not, you have to. And in the process, they don't care about the emotions of this woman. I know vex. I know vex. In the process of, it shows that they didn't even care about how you feel as a woman. As far as they married you, you must do as they say. If they want you at any time on bed, you must comply, whether you are tired or no, and you can't say no. Is that bad? So sexual abuse is one of the form gender-based violence comes. We've seen cases of rape. I've talked about this on this platform. I went for a seminar that was last year, and I heard a story of a girl that told us like she is the real victim. She said they brought her from a foundation house like that. They'll call it this rescue house. They rescued her from her parents. So when they brought her, she was telling the story. She said her father used to have sexual intercourse with her. I was marveled, like I cried, like I shedded tears. She was telling us that her father used to have been having carnal knowledge of her for the past, since she was about 13 years old. And the craziest thing was that the father is a pastor. And she said she went to tell the mom because, a pastor, a church leader, how do you even, as a woman, like, I was trying to reason why the mom did not react or try to confront the father. But I guess, where we from, men are like the ogas, the boss, like they have final say in families. They are, whether their decisions are right to you as a woman or in family or not, they have the final say. So I guess the woman must have thought about the implications of confronting the husband, and also the outcome. He's a church leader. What if people get to hear? She said she told the mother, and the mother was like that she's lying. Charles said, "Is this a true story?" No, no, I said, Wallahi, I'm serious. The victim, we went on a workshop last August. The girl, she was 17 last year. She said the dad have been having carnal nature of her for the past, that's 4 years now, for since she was 13 years old. And each time she talks about it, she tells the mother will just shove her away. The mother is not giving her attention. The mother, I don't know whether she got pregnant, but somehow she reported this case. I don't know who helped her. She reported the case to this foundation people, and that's how they rescued her from her family. And they arrested the father. But somehow, church, they keep saying that the girl is lying against the father. They kept saying the girl was lying against the father. Somehow they lobbied Nigerian system. They lobbied around, and then the father was released. I don't think he even spent up to 6 months in jail. So things like that are really happening. They don't take into consideration your mental health as a woman. They don't take into consideration your person as a woman. Is that bad? Is that bad? Charles said, "Is this true to life story?" Yeah, it is. At the cost of your daughter suffering depression. I'm serious. Both parents needs to be jailed. But well, it's Nigeria. It's not a developed country. As far as they have the money, they can always work their way out. It's sad. The girl now, a mother that's supposed to have protected her, she went to the mom, and the mom failed her. So tell me now, had it been this foundation didn't kind of rescue her and then try to, like, work on her, what do you think would become of her in the future if had escaped that family and then go into the world? She'll be very useless. She will be very useless. Turkish says, how do it's an call it an extension. It's called wool. I use wool. It's not my real hair. It's an extension, an attachment. So that's one of the form it comes. Lately, guys, we've, if you go on net internet, you see, I don't know what is happening, how the attraction a grown adult has for a young girl of about 3 to 5. Like, you see an adult of 20 something raping, having a carnal knowledge of a child that is like 3. In my neighborhood, there's a child, a baby that was about 3 months old. Somebody touched that child. A man touched that child in a very terrible way. That blood was coming out of the private area. It's I don't know. I don't like it's sad. It's a very sad situation that's happening in Nigeria, and I think whoever that is supposed to do something, or whoever that is responsible for this, to enforce the law, is not doing enough to bring these people to book. So that's one of it: sexual violence or sexual abuse. Another one is, I've seen this one again. That's why I always encourage young women, once you are in a relationship, fine. In Nigeria, it seems like every relationship has to be monetized by women. Women tend to monetize relationship. Like, you ask a girl out today. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know why it's like that. You ask a girl out today, the next day she will call you and tell you that she's hungry. The next after that, she will tell you, oh, her rent has expired. It's like that. I don't know why it is like that anyway. But I always encourage young women to have something doing for themselves. Get a job, get a handwork, get a skill, so that you won't be at the mercy of a man in a relationship. Guys, please like this life, because like the life, like the life, like the life. Charles said, how come you know so many stories of abuse? Are you a counselor? No, I'm not a counselor. Everything, everything is being shared online, okay? So most of the stories I'm sharing are online, apart from the one I told you that the girl came telling us. All right? Apart from that one. So I know a lot of stories. I know a lot of them. I know a lot of them. So that abuse, call it gender-based violence, comes in, especially directed at women, targeted at women, is financial abuse. You see women that are in marital relationship. A man, because they say, oh, don't work. That's what they do first. If a man wants to wicked, he will tell you, don't work, don't worry, I'm going to provide it for you. And then before you know it, day 1, day 2, day 3, 3 months, 5 months, before you know, you start slacking. You can't meet up. And then you as a woman would need this and that to be done in the family, because you don't have any financial muscle, or you're not making any contribution. You are at the mercy of that man. And a typical Nigerian man comes with ego, comes with, this authority, like this ego: I am a man, I am a man, I am a man. You do as I say. So at that point, when he starts abusing you, you're going to be at his mercy. You're going to be at his mercy. You're going to be at his mercy financially, because he can provide for you today. Tomorrow, I've seen incidents like that. He provides you today, tomorrow he's not providing. Tomorrow he might tell you go and do this, or maybe he wants to do the do, and then you're like, he will not give you money for food. He will abuse you. Like, I've seen. I was in, if you know Keke Napep. Listen, Charles says, why would you work if you marry a millionaire? Well, even if I marry a billionaire, I'll still have to work. If you run a company, I might just decide to manage some parts of that company, and then you pay me. I don't have to like be at your mercy. I need to have my own money. Charles says people need to be empowered. Friend, seriously, seriously. There are so many stories. Like a woman, one of my neighbors told me. She said have a woman that she knew when she got married. She's a young girl like her, and then the next the husband, she was married as a very young girl, an Igbo girl, yeah, Igbo husband. She was married as a very young girl into the family as a teenager. She gave birth to the first child, second and third. The husband, I think, is in the fours. Before you know it, the husband started playing around. He probably had another girl somewhere, and then left her in the house. The rent wasn't paid, food for the children wasn't there. She's not working. She has to like do cleaning jobs around the neighborhood to be able to provide food for her children. She has to be working, washing clothes for people in the neighborhood, cleaning their houses so as to be able to make money to provide food. How much are you going to be washing clothes? How much are you going to get paid washing clothes? Highest you get is like $1. $1, that's equivalent of call it 1,500. That's $1,500. 1,500 naira. That's equivalent of $1. All right. What is it gonna buy when you have like three kids from you plus you four? Women are really suffering. So I always encourage women, make sure that even if your husband is doing very well, okay, something can happen tomorrow. You can't predict life. Something can happen tomorrow. Make sure that you have your own finances. Like, just have your own purse, have your own wallet, have your own, do something by the side. No matter how rich, no matter how rich your husband is, do your own thing, so that you won't be at his mercy. Or if something goes wrong tomorrow, you won't just be as useless as what we never thought. Child says Igbo girls are nice and humble. Child, okay. Says Rupa Jimen says clearly, a child, you sound suspect. Come on now. Igbo girls are nice and humble. How did you know that's slavery? Yeah, $1. They did. At some point, they said the landlord was like want to like throw her out of the house. The landlord wanted throwing her out of the house, and people were begging. And at some point, she said the house was already very furnished. She wanted to sell the furnitures and then get a small apartment, because over here we pay our rent yearly. Like, you pay once in a year, not like in some places that they pay monthly. So that's it. So you have to, that's another form, like I said, financial abuse. That's another form gender-based violence comes. You don't have to be at the mercy of anybody. Women, get a job, get a skill, do something for you. No matter how, don't let a man tell you, don't worry, I can provide for you. He's human. He will get tired someday. He will get tired someday. And then you'll be like a slave. You'll be like a slave. He may even leave you at home. Go flink. Here we have, there's nothing like child support. We don't practice child support. There's nothing like that. But I know that there's something they call welfare. But the enforcement is not that strong. So you're not going to force a man. He can travel and leave you. Nothing. The government cannot do nothing. Nobody will help you. So women, please get a job, get a skill, make sure you have your own financial kind of stability or muscle before you venture into, hi, how are you, into marriage. So that's one form. Another I want to talk about is another form gender-based violence comes in is culture, call it, I would like to say cultural abuse. Yeah. For instance, now there's this. I'm a lady. My dad had us two girls, and I think in the process he was still looking for a boy because a boy child is very important when it comes to an African family. A boy child is a very important gender. Like you need to have a child, a male child. If you don't have a male child, if you like have 10 females or girls, that means you don't have a child in some cases. Because why is it like that? Because or married off, and then they will go get another family name. They get rid of your own family name as a father and then take on their husband's family name or their husband's name. So that means the call it the lineage thing or the generational kind of growth is has been cut off. But if you have a male child, that male child is going to procreate, marry, procreate, and as Child says, take care. I have to go. Nice meeting you. Thank you. Male child, okay, I was trying to tell you the importance of an African family. The male child is going to marry a woman into the family and procreate, thereby extending the lineage of that family, extending it, leading to generational growth. Um, so culturally, some of cultures are not really favorable to women, like they abuse women. There are some cultures because you are a female, you can't inherit anything from your father. Once if your father dies, you can't inherit anything. It happens in families. I've seen recently two girls from Nasarawa State. They were trending, and thank God for social media. It really helped them. These two girls, the father and the mother died. They are orphans, and the father had built call it a family home in that Nasarawa State. What's the capital again? Oh, in the capital of Nasarawa State. I've forgotten the name of the capital. So the uncles of this girl went ahead to throw their things out of the house because they are females. Why did the uncles do that to those girls? It's because they are female and they are useless. A female child is useless because she's going to be married off, because she's going to be out of the family, and as a result she's as useless as nothing. A male child should be the child that should be in the family, that is very important in the family. So upon that incident, and the girls were crying, cursing, crying, cursing. I thank God somebody just video and then leaked the thing on net, and that's how people started coming to help them. So there are so many instances like that, that as a female child you can't inherit, as a female child you can't do this, even let's say you are an older child in the family and you're a female. When something happens, major decisions wants to be taken in the family, you can't contribute to it because you're a female. And sometimes myself, I've experienced it many times, like men be talking and then I want to give my own. They say no, 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 you're a woman. Like no, 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 they would dismiss me. No, 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 you're a woman. A woman doesn't talk when a men are talking. Is that bad? Is that bad? It's very bad. Another one is when it comes to cultural abuse to targeted at women, is some cultures, you can take a wife more than one. You can take more than one wife. You can take, sometimes it's even being influenced by their religion as well. You can take one, two, three, four wives. Sometimes you want to do this thing, you don't even consult the one that was already on ground, the woman that was already on ground. That's because she's a woman, and because you're a man, you can do as you like. You can do as you like. So all these things are very, very, very wrong. Very wrong. Very, very wrong. But my major concern is the one that men tends to be beating up their wives, hitting them up, killing them in the process for nothing. Like, why would you do that to a woman? that you're married to. Why would you do that to a woman that you're married to? So many incidents like that. So many, so many. As I'm talking to you, men are hitting. I talked about dating app earlier. If you go on dating app now in Nigeria, if a guy had a hold on you, he would think the first impression you're giving that guy is that you are a slut. You're just there to be hanging around, and then exchanging your body for money to men. Nobody cares about if your true intention is to find real love, but because you're on a dating app, once they see you, they say, ah, this one na olo show. Olo show means prostitute. That's why you come on dating app. I heard a girl I talked about yesterday. A lady, she is in maybe 30s, probably maybe mid 30s or thereabout. She was doing wonderfully well for herself financially in Lagos. And then all of a sudden, the family pressure. Ah, you have age, oh, come and marry. Bring somebody to the house. You have age, oh, bring somebody to the house. So she didn't have any choice. She had to hop on dating app Tinder. She went on Tinder looking for love. Unfortunately, innocent girl. I don't know why, good girls will always find vagabonds, like vagabonds on like vagabonds, scums. She went online on Tinder and then met this guy. They match, and before you know it, the guy said he's coming to the town that she resides in to visit her. My friend went ahead. The girl went ahead to like book a hotel for the guy. Paid with money, which was the first mistake. The guy should have sent money to her to pay or book, or maybe the guy booked the hotel by himself. That's how it should be done. Not you using your money as a girl and then doing what for a guy for what? That's how she booked. I don't know how long, but she booked the hotel, paid with her money. And the very first meeting with this guy, the very first date, the guy started complaining that he's having financial challenges. He's a contractor, he's into this and that, and currently the money that he was expecting is not coming in, blah 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 blah. He needs help, he needs help. If he doesn't get this help, that means that contract is gonna finish. Talk the girl. A woman that falls in love knows nothing. It's like a zombie. She had already given her heart into the own shit, thinking this guy is gonna marry her. Before you know, this girl wired 500,000 to this guy's account, and that was it. He went back after a while, going to visit the guy in Ibadan, and she still kept spending. At some point, this guy introduced the girl to a woman and said that was his sister. He introduced another lady too and said that was his sister. Unknowingly to this girl, that was the guy's wife. He kept asking this girl, I don't know whether he used the voodoo, he used charm or hypnotized the girl. This young innocent lady that is looking for love kept sending money. I don't know what kind of words he told the girl. She kept sending money to the tune of 40 million to this guy, only for the guy to block her on WhatsApp, block her everywhere, block her, doesn't want. And the girl was she was shattered, she was heartbroken. Somebody that used to provide for her family couldn't provide again. Somebody that used to live big, comfortably, take care of people, couldn't do that for herself. Couldn't do that again. Couldn't even help herself. I wrenched because of what? Abuse from untrained men or untrained man, because I don't know. It was later that she realized that the lady that this guy introduced to her as the sister was actually the wife, and they were working hand in hand to defraud her. So tell me what, the kind of how do I put it now, like if she overcome this kind of experience, what do you think will become of her? If you keep men keep doing this to women, what do you think will become of that woman after that? The abuse is too much, guys. The abuse towards targeted at women is too much. Like the case I mentioned earlier, that was the case that brought me to talk about this gender-based violence. You really, people really need to um, call it, the appropriate authorities really need to sit down and then probably write it as a law, pass it as a bill. Okay, so I'll sign it into law. Any woman, any man that lays hand on a woman should be where it's supposed to be, so that others will take or learn a lesson. Like the laws are not protecting women. You are a woman and then you want to say so, they say you're a woman. It's not even helping. Child says I'm back. Okay, welcome back. It's not even helping. It's not helping. You kill your wife because of how much? 30,000. Okay, now you've killed your wife. Now they arrested the guy. How about your children? What's gonna happen to your kids? If you've forgotten that in Nigeria there's nothing like relative, your relative, your sisters and your brothers may uh 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 nice for a season, nice for a season. Before you know it, they will just start treating your children anyhow, and you'll be in jail. Something that should have been avoided. If your woman makes you angry, as a man, you should just walk away. I feel if I were a man, I'll be the best man. I'll be the best, really. I will be. If a woman annoys you, we talk a lot, like women. When we are angry, we talk, we can make you do the unthinkable, but I think the right thing to do is to walk away at that point. Walk away. If you're a woman, love, true love, like you make her your world, you're going to be the happiest man. Which one is the lies? Now you're talking about physical abuse. The lies, lol. I don't understand, child. What's the lie? What's the lie? What do you mean? Am I lying? What's the lie? When I say, okay, let me just maybe probably paraphrase what I said. If you treat a woman right, a good woman, I will be. I'm not lying. I will be. I will be. I will be the best. I'll be a good man. A good man to my wife. But I'm a woman. Hey, Fulani, how are you? So, let's just change, guys. I know sometimes women could be this and that, could be like the lady that they killed, the husband killed. I guess the husband didn't. Yeah, I'm a good woman. I guess the husband did it. The intention of that man wasn't to kill, but was just to beat. How do you beat the mother of your children? How do you enjoy hitting, slapping, kicking up? And at the end of the day, people will reconcile, and then you still go in between our legs again. How do you do that? Come on now, man. How do you do it? It's not nice. It's irritating, a very irritating character. If you've been doing that, okay, if you're viewing me right now, and they used to lay your hand on your woman or you talk her down in her presence, men do that a lot. Please change. It's a very terrible, disgusting character. Don't do it again. So they are married. Does that mean you have to hit her and then because you're married to her? It doesn't make sense, child. It doesn't make sense. Don't beat a woman. It's not right. There are always avenues of resolving conflicts. Like in Africa, if you're married to your wife and she's giving you problem, you can always call her parents. All right, you summon her parents as a man, or talk to her parents. This is what your daughter is doing, and I don't like it. Repeatedly, I've asked her to stop doing this, and she kept doing it. The parents will talk to her. There must be somebody that your wife respects or your husband respects. Talk to that person, and the person will sit her ass down or his ass down, and then talk to the person, talk to them, and they will change. Of course, you can't. No, you shouldn't. It comes even emotionally, emotional abuse. People don't know that the gender-based violence also comes in, you call it emotional. For instance, now, you always like trying to talk down on your woman. Look at you, fat. Look at you, you are this. Your leg is sick, man. Always comparing, probably comparing her to a chick outside. Like you said, a law would need to be passed urgently. This is heartbreaking. Really, Ropa, it is. It's heartbreaking, but our policemen don't really care. All they care about is how to, next is going to be election. All they care right now is how to get into the offices through election, rigged election. They don't care about us. They don't. They don't. So emotional abuse. Women tend to be emotionally abused by men. Men that claim to once upon a time love them. Men that claim to once upon a time proclaim love, you know, adore them, worship their footsteps, according to some women. They talk down on them. They abuse them. Verbal abuse. It comes in different forms. Emotional abuse. Once you verbally abuse someone, probably you just tell your wife. Imagine telling your wife you're stupid. Look at you. You can't even dress. Or you compare her to someone outside. Can't you see how that lady dresses? She may not talk. She may not talk. But in a quiet moment, she will. Those words will echo in her mind. She will start having, low self-esteem, depression will set in. She will start withdrawing, like she wouldn't feel good. You're destroying her. You may not do it. You may say, don't beat my wife, but emotionally, how do you treat your woman? Emotionally, how do you treat your woman? How do you treat her? Verbally, how do you treat her? Do your words towards her beautiful words, or there are words that destroys her?
Give me the medicine first.
Do the words that come out from your mouth makes her feel better or destroys her?
Yes.
There we go, you be soldier. Cope says religion has a lot to do. Exact. Thank you. Yeah, religion has a lot to do. Religion, I think there was I don't know where you're coming, the angle you're coming from. Religion has a lot to do with this. Are you saying religion supports, the suppression of women, or you're saying that religion can also be a tool to be used to salvage the situation? Ropa, what are you saying? Are you saying religion can be used to salvage the whole situation? Are you saying religion plays a role in, suppressing women? If you say religion can be used as a tool, I support that. I support that a religion can be used as a tool to, because in Africa, most all of us respect our religious leaders. The pastors, we respect them. We revere them. The imams in the mosque, we revere them. And if you think okay, yeah, yeah, religion plays a role. Religion plays a role in suppressing women, but people wouldn't want to talk about it. But I'll talk about it. As it, I heard about where, not in Nigeria, guys. So I learned a particular religion. If a woman is wants to give birth, it's like a taboo for her to, during that labor pain, you're not supposed to shout. Like, you're not supposed to be expressive by screaming. Oh, you're not supposed to scream. If you scream, it's like, do you understand? You have to bear it. You have to bear it. Charles says Kaduna. Jazio says hi. Hi, Jazio. So you have to bear it because you are in that religion. You can't express yourself. And secondly, your husband has the right to beat you. But that one, I think it's a misinterpretation of that religion. That one is a misinterpretation because at some point when I attended one of the seminars, uh, somebody that's Muslim came and was explaining, how they can use religion to salvage gender-based violence, especially violence targeted at women. Okay, he said, I asked him a question. I said, why is it that most, call it, Islamic countries like the Afghanistan, Iran, and you're saying this religion is a religion of peace? How can it be peaceful when I've been suppressed? He said no, that most of the things you see, like in Afghanistan, Iran, and other areas, is as a result of culture. It's culture that is being mixed with religion, and it gives the feel of, it's like a religion kind of discipline or suppression of women. That is not. Another thing is that most of the interpretation of the Holy Quran are by people, like some people misinterpret it. For instance, you discipline your wife when your wife does something. It doesn't mean physical abusing your wife, like hitting her. It could mean talking to her. Maybe, you have to. It happens. It may mean talking to her, bringing her to see that she has messed up, but in a loving way. But people tend to, people from that area always. I'm sorry to say. So the result of using, maybe hitting the wife, flogging, beating. That's not what it really that very book says. You should respect your wife. You should treat your wife nicely. You shouldn't maltreat your wife simply because she made a mistake. She's human. She tends to make mistakes. She is liable to make mistakes. So you have to correct her, whatever you're correcting her, in love, not in pain. Do you get? So I think religion is a subject of, the suppression of women when it comes to religion could be subjected to misinterpretation of what that scripture says. Okay, even in the Christianity, there were times they told us that women are not supposed to preach in the church because simply because you are a woman. Shama says, I like your eyes and your voice too. Thank you, Prof. Prof, where are you watching from? Please like the live and subscribe. My religion is Christianity, guys. I'm a Christian. Christian. But I said earlier, but would you get beaten? By who? Rupa, by who? Get beaten by who? Nobody beats me. Like, I've never been in a relationship that somebody touches me. You don't. I didn't even allow it because the truth is that before it gets to that point of resentment, that is getting violence, it must have given you enough, like, red flags. All right, red flags. Maybe I should just even talk about these red flags. Red flags that comes before those things comes, like the violent approach of a man towards a woman. There must have been red flags, like your voice. There's this emotion, or call it this disconnect between the two of you. Probably you are available for him, he's not available for you, or little thing will complain. There's always call it sign that comes before the beatings. So I don't allow people lay hand on me before you even start misbehaving. I'm out. I don't have time for shit. Balola, hey, Balola, how are you now? Good to see you. Rupa says my bad. Typing me say it's okay, Rupa. It's okay. So emotional abuse is part of gender-based violence. Like, it's a form it comes. If you've been emotionally torturing a woman, or if you're a woman you emotionally torture a man, you need to like refrain from that act. It's not okay. You are abusing someone, you are torturing someone, you are making somebody swing into depression, you are making somebody unhappy, and that's not okay. Oh, Babalola, it's okay. You need the money. It's fine. Babalola says, I'm sorry for not regular online, for not being regular online, because it's okay, Babalola. You need the money. You need to survive. Okay, I understand. It's okay. Um, there's this other aspects of abuse I want to talk about, how women are being abused in Africa culturally. I know I talked about setting like the inheritance part, but I didn't mention these female genital as a woman in some areas, especially in local areas. As you approach your puberty, when you start having pubic hairs and your breasts start popping out as a young girl, and pubic this armpits, hair on your armpits, what they do to you is, oh, you've developed to the stage of that you're gonna start having sexual urge, and the remedy, the only way they can of us, because you're a woman, is to cut off your uh, uh that word is stuck in my mouth, guys. The clitoris, they cut it off, they mutilate it, like cut it off, so that you won't have sexual urge. That's what they believe. A lot of women suffer that, but I thank God that used to be that used to be but I know they're still practicing it. But that used to be a story of like an everyday story some years back. But now the government are like coming in to like counsel that kind of culture. But I think they're still practicing it. I can remember some years back I watched a documentary. It was about girls in a particular village. Once they grow and their breast pops out, the next thing they do. Sure thing. Sure thing, Sister Hamza. I can't even see you. I'm just saying it for the first time. Please, come on now. Stop pulling my legs. In Cameroon, so this girl came out. They were like showing, demonstrating how they used to, like, if your breast pops out, the older women will get a little plank of wood that is very well sawed, well what. This thing they used to do like this. I don't know how to put it, guys. But like, they make a very they will bring a plank of wood that is well made, and then they will burn it like for some minutes in the fire, but it won't be that hot though, and then they will use it to like rub the child's chest. The effect of it is to crush the growth, or to how do I put it, to stunt, make the breast not to grow big, or to disrupt the growth of that child, so that the child will not be sexually attracted to a male, so that the child will be corrupted. Like, so many stupid practices, cultural practices that are not supposed to be, have been targeted at women, and it's an abuse. It's an abuse. Babalola says, I have information to pass to you. Okay, go ahead, Babalola. I'm listening. What's the information? Full attendance is lucrative in Mauritania, really. Babalola, I'm listening to you. I'm giving you my attention right now. What's the information you want to pass through me? So that's just one of it. Gender mutilation, genital mutilation. Some girls, as a result of that cutting off, because they use non-sterile, is it sterile? equipment to like cut those private areas off, and in the process they infected with germ. A lot of harms to these women. A lot of things happens, guys, a lot of things, and I think whoever that is in position of authority needs to look at it and then um, do something about it. They have to do something about it. It's crazy. It's crazy. But Lola, I'm still waiting so I can proceed. So okay, let me proceed. Next form, the gender thing, the abuse comes from is the gender abuse. Call it targeted at women is I think religion, the religious aspects. Uh, some religion as a woman you're not supposed to do. Husband does this to you, you have to like keep quiet. You don't talk. You don't have to say anything. Uh, you don't have to do anything like you like always say yes yes woman. I don't want any woman to be a yes yes woman. Don't be a yes yes woman. Slavery, come on now. Don't be a yes yes woman. Have a voice, but let your voice carry weight in a respectful way. Don't be because you have a voice. Women, we can't talk. Don't for the very reason that you have a voice, it doesn't mean you should misuse your voice. Use it well, and don't be a yes yes person. Don't be a yes person. Don't be a yes yes person. Religion have really played up as in multi kind of roles in suppressing women. Yeah, you don't have to talk. Women are talking. Even in the church, sometimes you have to like sit. You have to sit on your. You don't have to mix. You don't have to. Everything is like I understand. God actually created men as the head. Yeah, but it shouldn't be abused because you are the head. You shouldn't be like abused. You use headship to abuse others. You should be nice as a leader. You should be in your family as a head of the family. You have to be nice to your family members. You don't have to like look down or treat them in some way that if you are being treated the same way, okay, you wouldn't like. Yeah, I think that should be my preaching, my gospel today. If you're in a relationship, if you're a man married to a woman, the way you want to be treated, okay, the way you would like to be treated, treat your wife like that. Treat your wife like that. If you want to do something, okay, maybe you want to take a very nasty decision or you want to do act stupidly towards your wife or your girlfriend, put your do like this. Put yourself in that. If they do it to me, will I like it? Or if they do it to my child, my daughter, will I like it? If they do it to my mom, some of you don't have good relationship with your mother, so why am I wasting time? So, but if you have a good, if you love your mother, put yourself in that shoe. If somebody should do this to my mother, would I like it? If somebody should do this to my sister, would I like it? If somebody should do this to my own daughter, will I like it? Then, from that, maybe you put yourself in check. You will, you know, not do what you wanted to do. I always ask women. I know some of us are like, oh, I want to marry, I want to marry. It's good to marry you, but man, after marriage, what next? What next after marriage? Most women want to just get married. They want to, answer Missy. After that, what next? Somebody asked a question. If you're married to a millionaire, why do you need to work? I've heard these stories, man. I've heard stories. I've heard story. Money does not guarantee happiness. Money does not guarantee true love. It may give you all the money, give you everything. What if it's not really available to you as a woman in the house? Money doesn't equate to everything. Money answers everything, or is the answer to you, but it doesn't really give true happiness. It doesn't breathe true love. It doesn't give those attract things that makes life beautiful. Money doesn't give them. Money doesn't give them. Paulola says Mauritania are like outside north, not in Nigeria. Ramadan is on the way. Exactly. Yeah, I think they're going to fasting very soon. Is it on the 18th or 14th? They're going to begin their Mauritania. I think that's North Africa. Babalola is not Mauritania in North Africa. I don't know my African map anymore. I can't really. You see that east, so somehow they are very close to the Arabs. So their way of life is going to be almost the same. Almost the same. I won't be surprised. So guys, if you're out there, please be no. Biko, if you're somebody that is close, you have a brother that is a senator, you have a sister that is in the House of Reps in Nigeria, tell them there's fire on the mountain. Women are being injured in every day. Women are being taken for granted. I mean, women are being abused in a very nasty way. They should, I don't know if they're going to pass a law, but they should do something about it. They should do something about it. I beg you guys, if you have anybody out there that is very close to, tell them about gender-based violence. Women are getting killed every single day in Nigeria for loving, just for falling in love with a man and then enduring. That takes us to let me come here. That would take me to the enduring part. Thank you. Sub-Saharan, okay, Africa. All right. That takes us to how long is too much for you to take as a woman in a relationship? How long is too much, or is too much? How long is much for you to take in a relationship? With abuse, like where are we from? They always tell you, oh, you're a woman, especially if your husband treats you anyhow, beats you, kick you, and then you go to back parents. Oh, I don't want to do this marriage again. They say no, you have to go back. Oh, please. What will people say? What will people say? You already have children. Please, for the sake of your children, go back. Go back. And then you will go back. And sometimes maybe the man was just all you have when it comes to finances. The one that supports your life, your lifestyle. Is the one that you don't have shishi. Like what I mean by shishi, you don't have penny to your name as a woman. So you are this messy. You start thinking, oh, I can't go, I can't leave this marriage. But at the end of the day, it will kill you. So how much is too much? How much women shouldn't be afraid. I'm not trying to preach the gospel of divorce. I don't like divorce. But if a man gets to like beat you, abuse you, make you feel like less of a human, make you feel less loved, makes you feel uncomfortable. There are women that are out there in Nigerian homes. Once their husband comes back from work, they're like their spirit is like this, high up, heighten up. They're not set. They're afraid. Anxiety creeps in because they don't know what's gonna happen to you next. There are women like that. There are women like that. Your husband comes back from work or business, you like this, all because of what abuse is, and you refuse to let the baggage, because what will people say, puts you in an early grave that you're not supposed to be. You're killing yourself, even if it is not even laying hands on you. All right, mentally, he's draining you, draining you. You're dressed, but you can't. It's crazy. You don't have to take like tolerate nonsense. You don't have to tolerate nonsense. If you're in a relationship, like that's why some churches they say religion plays a part. They will tell you you don't have to go to a man's house. That's during courtship. That's hypocrisy, guys. I will say it. I will say that it's as it is. You tell a girl, especially all these ones that claim holiness is a lifestyle. We are born again. You're not supposed to go to a man you want to marry his house to know this kind of character. You're not supposed to go there to find out things for yourself. Because definitely, if it's a woman beater, you will know. If he talks down on a woman, he abuse, you will know by visiting him. You have to go. But some church discourages this kind of thing. And at the end of the day, if they get married, as they say, what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. That's bullshit. That's not what the Bible says. Like the interpretation doesn't suit it. The interpretation doesn't suit the whole circumstance. If you want to get married, women, even to men too, make sure you visit. Make sure you visit. Come and say hello to my people.
The lecture.
Eh, say hello.
The lecture.
Hello.
Well done. The
All right.
lecture.
I do picture. All right. Welcome. So, if you want to get married, women, please date whoever you are going to get married to. Visit his house. Good afternoon, Sammy. Yeah, fine. Visit his house. Do one or two. I don't know. It's going to be like a temptation. You can put him on through trials and see if he's going to. Wallahi, you need to do it. How he reacts when he's angry. All those things you have to take notes. How is he generous enough? Is he nice? It's not just being nice to you. How does he talk to people outside? How does he relate with his neighbors? From those kind of small things, you will learn who this person is. You will know how he's going to treat you, in the long run. But if church keeps saying, oh, don't visit, you don't have to visit the brother, because at the end of the day people might end up fucking each other, is I don't know. That one, I think people should just have secondly, women hurry into marriage without consulting experts to lead them. They consult too. Maybe Christian women, or some Christian women, like if you want to go and announce your wedding in the church, they will tell you to undergo is it 6 months or 3 months marriage counseling. But there are some church, even in this marriage counseling, they will tell you not, the sister shouldn't visit the brother. All right, you should not visit, so that there won't be room for sexual sin. But I don't think that's okay. Honestly, I don't think it's okay. Okay, they say if you want to visit, you should go with someone. And if you go with someone, they will pretend he's going to be at his own best of behavior. All right, he's going to be at his best of behavior. He's going to like bury the bad side. If you go alone, just weekend, go spend time. I don't know about the whatever part, but I don't think it's okay for you guys to be intimately before marriage. I don't think it's okay. Though most of us have done that, but I don't think it's okay. If you can hold yourself, good. But on the other aspects of, there's a story I wanted to share. My very own professor shared this with me. He's a friend of mine. He said that he was in a marriage committee. How are you? He was in a marriage committee in the church. I won't mention the name of the church. It's a very unorthodox church, very beautiful church, which I like. So there's this lady that came to report a matter. The story is that the guy met this lady in the church and was like, I'm going to get married to you, proposed marriage. And I guess this was the guy's proposal to the girl was subject to probably pressure from the families of age. Why is he not getting married? You understand? So pressure. You have age now. You have a job. You have a house. Get married. Get married. That kind of a thing. So the guy now, to bury what is happening without sharing whatever that is going on with him, with his family, he went ahead to propose to this innocent girl. The girl was happy, and the girl was like, okay, the guy said that, during the season of courtship in this relationship, there's not going to be sexual contact. We're going to keep ourselves. Any girl, if a man comes to me like that, I'll be so happy. I'll be so excited. Oh, he doesn't want to, he's really mean business. Any girl will be very happy to hear that from a guy. Oh, I don't want to see your pants, you, after marriage. Any girl will be happy. I was excited. Before you know it, bang, 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 they put them through this marriage counseling class in church for like 6 months. They undergo that training for 6 months. After that, and after that training, they said, they fixed the date the marriage. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Bye. So after the marriage the counseling, they fixed the date for the marriage ceremony, the marriage, and after everything, um, they said, nights of wedding nights, and it's supposed to be area scatter everywhere, like things are supposed to happen. But nothing happened that night. The guy was like, "Oh, I'm tired." They said the guy was just, if the girl was like making advance, the guy would be like, "Oh, I'm very tired." That the next day, the next day came, that no one show body. The girl was like, what's going on? Like, you will just be fending tiredness every night with your new bride. You don't want to like that. So 1 month, 1 month onto 2 months, like that, almost a year. One day, something happened. They say whenever this guy wants to bed, the guy doesn't bed with the wife. He doesn't bed like going to the bathroom with the wife, so that the wife wouldn't. So even when he's coming out from the bathroom with towel, it's always like, as if they're not married. So one day, what happened was that he left, I think, his phone in the room, and the wife was around, and he went into the bathroom to bath or to bathe. Sorry, in Nigeria we say bath. So he went into the bathroom to have his bath or shower. The phone rang. The wife, being a good wife now, went inside and then picked the phone to give him. On getting there, he didn't expose things. When the lady girl got into the bathroom and then saw the husband's nakedness, she couldn't like, the thing was like, very like, the private area was like this, like very small. And he tried covering it. So the lady now, oh, this is why this man have been starving me, have been, not being intimate with me. And you didn't tell me this thing. You didn't open up this what you're going through. Do you understand? You didn't tell me. You got married to me, told me this is this, and then you're punishing me. The lady came out, started crying, went to the family and cried. Told the mom, and the mom, normal African mother would say, no, now you have to manage. Marriage, you can't walk out though. You have to stay in your marriage. What will people say? What will people say? What will people say? Just endure. Maybe you can. The mom and the family tried talking her into it back. She then cried and went to the church. That's the church chairman, college church committee, and then told the church what happened. That ever since she got married for that many months now to the husband have not for one day touched her sexually. They've not been intimate with the husband, and she just discovered that the husband seems to be impotent. The private area is very small. You see, in some form, religion just contributed to that, because they said they shouldn't, But I don't really encourage that. I'm not to encourage that, but So the church, the committee was talking. This one will stand up, what God has put joined together, let no man put asunder. This one will say Jesus hates divorce. This one will stand up, the elder of the church was, everybody was just saying, in tandem, everything was in tandem with the scriptures, God hates divorce. So there's this, my professor, he's a professor. He said he was there in the church committee as they were talking, so he was just nodding, listening to everybody. After everything, he just raised his hand. They have something to say. What are you guys talking? He has something to say. What are you people saying? Are you saying this girl should go back to this marriage simply because God hates divorce? Or you're saying this girl should just stay? Because if it was your child, Oga Elder, if this girl was were to be your child, all of you that are talking, saying this girl should stay back in this marriage, if she were to be your child, will you ask her to stay? Because people are not going to look at the husband. They're going to look at her 3 months after. They're going to look at her stomach. They say, why are you not giving us a child? Why are you not pregnant? The question is going to be targeted at the woman, not the man. Nobody cares about the man. It's the woman. Before you know, you start saying she did abort, she killed all the babies in the womb before she got married. Why are you people telling her to stay in the marriage? This marriage was based on deception. Why are you not? Why are you guys not telling the truth? The marriage was based on deception. This guy deceived this girl into marrying her or marrying him. And then she then discovered what's going on. You're still telling her this marriage it should be annulled right away. This one is not about, it may not be stated in the Bible, you know, categorically that, okay, because of this, like they said, the basis for divorce is what? Uh, Adultery. It may not be stated, okay, deception could also be a basis of divorce. But at this point, okay, at this point, this guy is not capable of getting her pregnant. So why is she gonna waste her days with this person that deceived her into getting married? So that's how, the whole thing. I don't know how they went about, but that was his point. So he was very pissed with the that was going on. They should have told the guy. The guy should have told this girl that he is what he is. It's less for the girl to say, okay, I can cope or I cannot cope. Move to the next person. So that's how, in a way, church contributes to most of this. Because that was a that was a violence targeted at her. She was abused emotionally. She has been abused emotionally, and in a way, I would say church contributed to it because she should have seen what she should have seen before getting married. But I don't know. I'm not encouraging sexual sin, guys. Anyway, I'm not encouraging it. Um, that's it, guys. If you've been abusing a lady, please just stop. It's very wrong. It's not okay. That's what I have to say. Make sure you don't do that emotionally. If you don't like a lady, okay. If another thing here that happens is some men, they might just see a girl. Deep down, okay, this is not my type. Or probably she wants love. She's giving you the green light. I know deep down inside, oh, it's not gonna go well or it's not gonna be what she wants. Why don't you just let her be? Why don't you just be plain and pattern, like be plain, play with her, babe? I respect you in a very respect because some of the men they make it look as if she's toasting me, like be buga buga buga. I'm the real. She's after me. No, you approach the whole situation with kind of respect, with love, put her dignity, protect her dignity. You don't like her or you may not like her or maybe you have a relationship, just be nice. I'm sorry, I would have, but not for this or this, that I'm not really interested in this. But some of you will go ahead, she don't bring her body now, she brought herself, let me finish her. He wants to, and after the bad side is kiss and tell thing that I hate. Baby boys, boys that does that, they are babies. I call them baby boys. you have an affair with a girl, you do this and that, and before you know, you bring it maybe among your friends, start telling how you did this and that to the girl, how you describe our entire biological body to your friends. It's terrible. If you've been doing that, you have to stop. You really have you really have to stop. Doesn't make sense. Abuse. You may say, "Ah, I don't abuse women." You abuse them more. You do. You do. You may not know that you're abusing. The fact that you have the financial muscle to help someone, and then you don't want to help simply because probably the person is not dancing to your tune. You're abusing that. You're an abuser. You rape a young child. You're an abuser. Go and ask for God to help you, forgive you, and confess your sin. You're an abuser. You talk down on a woman, you're an abuser. It's too much in the country. People that are, call it policymakers, really need to look into it. So many women are dying. Sir, good afternoon, sir. So many women are being beaten and killed, and that's not okay. Too many women. The truth is, like I said, before it gets to that point of being physically, uh, uh, being destroyed physically, it started off with little signs that we tend to ignore as women. Signs of disrespect, signs of emotional distance, signs of talk down one, signs of um, showing no regards towards us, all those things. I keep saying, oh no, maybe he's having a bad day. You really need to, be a queen that God made you to be before men. You have to present yourself like that as a woman. And don't let anybody use you or kill you in the name of, okay, I'm married to you. If you find yourself in a situation that, as a woman, you're being physically abused, most especially by your husband or your boyfriend or whatever. If it's a boyfriend, you need to walk away. I know there are some men that they say even if you want to walk away, they still come after you, and at that point they want to kill you. If you need to involve law enforcement people or officers or enforcers, or call it the police, the army, please do. If you need to, there are other ways you can. If you need to involve law enforcement, do. If you need to, there are some foundations that are really into that kind of call it gender-based violence. Find out the one that is nearest to your neighborhood, report it. You have to report, you have to speak out. Don't tolerate, don't endure. You have children, and your children are, oh, who's going to take care of my children if I leave? Do not endure. If you need to speak out, if you need to walk into a foundation and say your husband is threatening to kill you, most of these women that have been killed, the husband will say, I will kill you one day, I will kill you one day. This nonsense they're doing, I will kill you one day. And they be like, oh, it's just because he's having a bad day. I just got him angry. He be confessing, one day I will kill you, my mama blessing. One day I will deal with you, I will kill you, and nothing will happen. And you think it's a joke. If a man makes announcement on you, walk into the police station. Walk into the police station. I know Nigerian police, they know they don't help matters. They will say it's family kiniko, family problem. They always call it family problem, family issue. Go and settle it. Family issues. Go and settle it. But if a man threatens you, if you're married, walk into the police station, make a report, let him sign undertaking. Any day anything happens to you, they will hold him responsible. Or if police are not giving you appropriate call it the kind of response you need, there are foundations, okay guys, there are foundations all around. Research it. I don't know any right now that I can mention, but there are foundations that handle things like that. They will bring that person to book. They will. You may say, I don't have money to take him to court. I don't. If you don't have money, go to those foundations. They are going to fight for you. They're going to fight for you. So don't just suffer and die in silence because, oh, you're married or you're in a relationship. I saw a lady the other day, she was crying, oh, oh, because that I love a man. Her face was bruised, beaten to stupor. How do you even allow, like, how do you even allow allow that kind of shit happen to you? Like, come on now. How do you date it? Hey, there must have been signs. I will beat you one day, or slap you one day. The next day is going to throw bullets at. No, 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 no. Don't let that happen to you, women. And if you leave the relationship, he's still coming after you, report him. If you need to enter barracks, military barracks, meet somebody, they meet any of the soldiers. Meet, I know it's their job anyway, but you can do something about it for you. Meet any soldier, report the matter, let them even one squad, make them show body some more. The nonsense will stop. The nonsense will stop. Don't die in silence, guys. Don't die in silence. Don't die in silence. Reports. Talk to someone. Reports. Social media is there. If you're afraid, social media is there. You can meet all these content creations that are creators rather that are into all those kind of things that post such videos. Go and meet them. They will fight for you. Go and endure. Don't endure nonsense. I tolerate nonsense. Voice it out. That you be free. So that the children that you're so afraid to leave behind, you will live to see them. So that's my sermon for the day, guys. I hope I made sense. I don't know if I did, but I hope I did. If you are related to anybody that is in government, especially those that are in police senate, Nigerian senate, House of Representative, this did something about women. Call it women protection law needs to be passed. That's how I feel because women are really suffering in Nigeria. Women protection law needs to be passed, and if it's not passed, women will continue to suffer. It needs to be passed. You get a woman pregnant, you need to start paying for, I wouldn't say child support because some of the women are even useless. They want to use it as a means of, I don't like that one. Women protection stuff law should be passed. That's my own. So on that note, today is 10th. Valentine, isn't it? Valentine is on Saturday. Today is Tuesday, right? Today is 10th. Today is Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know. Valentine is coming. I want to say this to women because a lot is gonna happen. A lot is going to happen. It is on Valentine's Day that you will know if you are the side chick or you're the main chick. Is that funny? It's on Valentine's Day that you will know you are whether you're the ground owner or you are a tenant. So if you're the main person, accept your faith. Fight it. Don't go and yourself because of somebody that doesn't deserve you. Don't. Any man that I've always been hearing, they say snatch my wife, she snatched my husband, she snatched my boyfriend. I don't believe in that. A man would do whatever he feels like doing internally. So if you choose to go with another woman or your friend, he wants to go with that person. So you shouldn't kill yourself because he left. And carry yourself as a queen. Carry yourself well. Alright? Carry yourself well. Don't give too much energy to what doesn't deserve to have your energy. Don't give too much of your energy to what doesn't deserve to have your energy. And don't give your time to what doesn't deserve your time. That's what I want to say. I think I have to round up. I've talked too much since 1 at 30 minutes now. I really wanted to say thank you guys for tuning in. We'll talk about some other relationship topics. But today it was just gender-based violence. If you've been doing this, if you're an abuser, you used to do this, maybe you don't do it physically, mentally, you just want to do this and that, you have to stop. Next time we're going to talk about some relationship topics. So I have to go now, guys. Thank you for tuning in, Baba Lola, and every other person. Ciao. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you guys again. Right. Bye bye.